I don't know, Sterling, am I crazy? I feel like Brock Purdy should not be playing this Sunday, but yet all the reports are suggesting that he might actually play. Is this a good thing or a bad thing for San Francisco and for Brock Purdy?
Well, he's practiced for his third consecutive day now. He's out
third day
tiptoeing around. It certainly seems like they at least are trying to make it seem like he'll play this Sunday. Is it a smart move? In my opinion, no. The last thing you want to do is have Brock Purdy become Joe Burrow 2.0, be out 3+ months, and have to actually rely on Mac Jones to carry you to a playoff run. So if Brock Purdy is healthy enough to play, I think it'll be as a backup quarterback, whether it's the emergency third or the actual QB2 behind Mac Jones. But a 2 to 5 week injury doesn't just go to 1 week this quickly. Like, you have to protect your quarterback. Aaron, what do you think?
The selfish part of me wants him to play. Totally. Just because of the importance of this game. And because I think, I don't know, I just feel more comfortable. But for the long-term health of him, I think it would probably be best if he doesn't. The thing with this game is like the compromised nature of the Cardinals defense and the injuries, and you couple that with the fact that the Niners have similar situation. So does that neutralize the need to have him play, or if this was like, all things go and everything even, do we have Brock Purdy play in this game? So personally, I would love to see him play, because I want the Niners to have their best chance to win in a divisional game where they can go up 2-0 in the division, which is huge. But the person in me that wants the Niners to have a long, productive season wants Brock probably to sit one more week.
I would agree. I think that Brock Purdy should sit one more week. I mean, Mac Jones hasn't given you any indication that, like, hey, this guy should sit. He was ineffective against New Orleans. Now, granted, New Orleans is a bad football team, but nonetheless, they are an NFL team with NFL players, and they do have some good players on their team. But looking at the Cardinals, in total defense, they're ranked 21st according to Fox Sports in their total defense. So it's not like they're world beaters defensively, although I would say that I think defensively they'll give the Niners more fits than New Orleans, and I think we could be looking at a similar matchup to what we saw in Week 1 against Seattle. Sterling, let me ask you, do you think that it would benefit the Niners to play Mac Jones over Brock Purdy going against the Cardinals and save him for maybe Jacksonville or Los Angeles?
Well, it depends on how you view the San Francisco 49ers. Do you think even with Mac Jones at quarterback, they can beat the Arizona Cardinals? Now, some would say yes, some would say no. Obviously, Brock Purdy is by far the better quarterback between himself and Mac Jones, but if you don't believe in this team and you think that Week 3 is a must-win game, which in some aspects it certainly is, you do want to win your first 2 NFC West bouts against Seattle and Arizona, but I think there's reasons to lean more toward caution and not risk losing your franchise quarterback who you just paid a ton of money in the offseason to effectively go out there hindered and try to win a game in which Mac Jones may give you a better chance to win simply because he's fully healthy. Now, again, Brock's mobile. He can do so many things with his legs, but if Brock has turf toe or a variant of that injury, how mobile can he be? Thus, I would lean towards playing Mac Jones. You want to protect Mac Jones as best you can. He's not going to give you, 25, 30 yards on the ground, but if you're San Francisco, you cannot toy with your quarterback's health. That is one of the worst things you can do as an organization. While the pass blocking was better in Week 2, again, you if this team wants to go anywhere, you got to have Brock Purdy on the football field.
You absolutely do, and the fact that they're, to me, it feels like they're rushing him back. It feels like, Brock Purdy wants to come back. Some would argue, because Mac played so well, now he wants to come back. No, he is a very competitive individual, and so his competitive fire makes him want to come back as soon as possible because he wants to play. I don't think it has anything to do with the performance of Mac Jones. I think it has everything to do with him being a competitive individual that wants to get back out on the field. But I think that is a detriment to Brock Purdy at this point. I would totally say, okay, Brock, I know you want to come back, but this is a team that we can beat, and I think Mac Jones can do that for us. I would go with Mac Jones over Brock Purdy in this game just because I want to keep Brock Purdy healthy and for the long run of the season. Imagine he goes out there and he re-aggravates that toe. That's going to set him back another 3 to 5 weeks, and that they cannot afford to lose him for that middle part of the season when you go against teams like the Rams, the Texans. So to me, Mac Jones should be starting. I really don't see why this is a big argument. We're going to find out in a few minutes once Kyle Shanahan takes the podium and answers questions about whether Brock will be starting or not. I almost want to say that he likely will not give you an answer if Brock will play or not. He'll probably say, it's up in the air. It's a game time decision.
There's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance. Because at the same time, look, he doesn't want to let Arizona know who's going to be the starting quarterback. He wants to keep that, similar to what he did with Christian McCaffrey.
Do you think the Cardinals actually care?
Why wouldn't they care?
Do you think the Cardinals are sitting back like, oh, man, the offense changes so much without Brock Purdy out there? Obviously, the quarterback play is elevated, but even the Cardinals know that's a hurt Brock Purdy. That's an injured Brock Purdy. That's a less mobile Brock Purdy. Aaron, are you with me here? Or are you saying the Cardinals are worried as to which quarterback they have to scheme for?
I think the Niners think that they're doing some sort of gamesmanship by kind of leaving it ambiguous to who's starting. But I don't think, like you said, I don't think the Cardinals could care less either way. If Brock is playing, then they're going to rush. They're going to, just like somebody has a back injury, you're going to take some extra hits to the back or, test somebody's foot by, setting the blitz on him, setting corner blitzes, things like that, try to get him moving. I don't know, man. Like, was the injury not as severe as we thought it was? And the Niners were overly cautious. And now we're seeing that it wasn't anywhere near what they thought it was in comparison to the Joe Burrow situation, which is the actual legit thing that I think a lot of people thought Brock might have had. Because this whole turf toe variant, what exactly does that mean? Is it a turf toe? Is it a broken toe? Is it a stubbed toe? Does he have an ingrown toenail? Like, what is a turf toe variant? They seem to not know. What the hell?
I'm trying to.
They seem to not know. I mean, he looks fine to me.
But does he though? He's throwing against air. He's got a is the planting the same? Like you mentioned, Aaron, the worst thing that could happen to Brock Purdy is he goes out there and he's not mobile enough, right? He can't do what he usually does, buy some time, create a play. And the Cardinals, who love to blitz, they'll play single high safety, they'll stack the box, and they'll try to get to the quarterback. The last thing you want to see is the Cardinals blitz and Brock say, I can't move very well. Either one gets sacked, rush for 1 yard, or at least show the opposing defense, oh, we got him. That's not Brock Purdy. That's Brock, peg leg out there because you can't move very well. I'd rather have Mac Jones in that case. There's no reason to risk him out there. And in fact, you may give the Cardinals a leg up on you if you play an injured Brock Purdy on Sunday. Kyle Shanahan did say this, and I quote, "It is highly unlikely Brock Purdy will start this weekend." So Mac Jones gets the nod. Brock Purdy, probably the backup quarterback behind Michael McCorkle-Jones this Sunday.
I think this is a great thing. I really do. Mac Jones looked great in week 2. He looked sharp. He looked decisive. And I think that you kind of ride that momentum into the Cardinals. And look, we know the Cardinals are down in their secondary. Got a lot of injuries going on. Sean Murphy-Bunting is out. Will Johnson didn't even practice today. He might not even go. Their other corner, Max Melton, might not. He is playing, but
he practiced the last couple of days. Yeah,
so he'll probably be out there. But still, they have questions in their secondary. Now, when you look at their overall defense, though, I mean, for the Cardinals, like I said, they have the 21st ranked defense. This is all courtesy of Fox Sports. Passing defense, they're ranked 26th. So now, without a guy like Will Johnson out there, that makes a huge difference for Arizona, and that's a plus for a guy like Mac Jones. Now the question is that I feel like Jonathan Gannon is gonna, try and bring more blitzes up the middle, try and speed up Mac Jones, not just let him sit back there and figure out where he wants to go with the football. Because that was one thing with the Saints, was that they couldn't get much of a pass rush on Mac Jones, although they did force a strip sack at one point, so I shouldn't be talking too.
That was his fault, though. He wasn't paying attention.
Dude, he was just like, where am I want to go? You know what? I'll go over there. Oh, shit! I was like, throw the ball! But overall, though, the Cardinals do have a pretty good rushing defense. They're ranked 6th in the NFL compared to the Niners, who have the 13th rushing defense. It's all courtesy of Fox Sports.
It's all jaded. It's all jaded. The Panthers
jaded.
And the Saints only rush the football an average of 17 times.
Yeah, they gave up on that because they fell behind early.
Exactly.
And you're talking about the Panthers and the Saints. Those are two not very good teams compared to San Francisco, which has already proven that their defense is extremely good.
Well, I want to know first what Aaron thinks. Mac Jones getting a start. Are you happy about that? Brock Purdy?
Oh, yeah. Let's go to that.
Maybe active, but not starting on Sunday. What do you think?
Conor Colby injury has me just irritated.
First it was Ben Barch, and now it's Conor Colby. Like, what's going on?
Why? What happened? Oh my God!
I don't know.
These guys, did they step
he
out of the
wasn't on the
shower?
report yesterday, on the report today, so it must have happened either yesterday at practice or today during practice. So
all I gotta say with that is, yeah, start McCorkle, man. That was the one bright spot other than Trent Williams on this offensive line that had me really excited of like, oh, we're never gonna see Ben Barch again. Yay. And now we are gonna be down to our 3rd string left guard in week 3 with Brock Purdy behind center. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely okay now with McCorkle going. I'll say this about what you said, Dre. The Niners defense looks pretty good, but I'm just not willing right now to overly react because there was some plays last week that the Niners got away with Renardo Green having some trouble in coverage. So
yeah, that first drive was brutal.
The thing with the Niners that I will say though, defensively they've learned they have some closers. So when the game's close late, they have the guys with Fred, Bosa, and even I guess you could say with Huff that there's some guys on the team that when they know it's time to shut things down at the end, they're there to do it. But man, wow, what happened? That totally dampened my expectations because, dude, left guard, 3rd string left guard, who would kick over to left guard?
You'd probably have Drew Moss play left guard as a UDFA, or Nick Zakelj gets the elevation off the practice squad. He's back.
I mean, he has more experience than Drew Moss, but still,
he does.
That's a tough blow for Conor Colby. I mean, the guy, he came in and replaced a Ben Barch last week. I thought he looked better than Ben Barch.
Which, to clarify, Colby could very much play. He is questionable. He's not out. So you have a couple days. The groin may, ease itself up and he'd be fine. But get to massaging trainers. Grease that groin up and get him out there.
Now, remember, too, they got rid of the probable category. So it's either he's healthy, he's questionable, or he's doubtful. So I think in any event, he's got an injury, so he's questionable. But he likely will start on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals, which they absolutely need him. Because like I said, I felt like when he came in the game, he looked so much better than Ben Barch. In pass blocking and run blocking as well.
What do you guys think about this? Because, Dre, you already mentioned the Arizona defense, and they're going to play a lot of single high safety. They're going to have the box stacked. But you mentioned earlier that they have 3 cornerbacks that aren't going to play this weekend, most likely, right? They have Will Johnson hasn't practiced all week. He's not going to play. The Cardinals aren't going to have their starting nickelback, Garrett Williams. They're not going to have their second best defensive line run defender, LJ Collier. And so they're going to be reliant on players like Max Melton, who last year was pretty good for them, but this year has not been great in his 2 games with the Cardinals. But then guys like Denzel Burke, a 5th-round rookie, who in a short spurt has looked okay, but again, a 5th-round rookie this year. Catrell Clark has been better, but it's a UDFA, late-round guy. Then it's Elijah Jones, who has never played a single snap in the NFL when it comes to coverage. when I sit back and I look at the landscape of the San Francisco 49ers offense, now whether Juwan's out there or it's Brock Purdy or Conor Colby can't go, would I be wrong to have a ton of confidence in Mac Jones's drop back passing offense? Because he threw 39 times against the Saints. Like, Shanahan showed almost no hesitation to let Mac Jones drop back and rip that puppy downfield. And you're playing a much worse secondary this Sunday when it comes to quarterback play. We could be in for another 39-40 attempt day for Mac Jones. Would you guys want that? Aaron, what do you think?
Who's he throwing to, though? That's the problem. I mean, you have
the same guys he was last week.
Ricky Parasol looks like he's the only guy that is a lock to play. I don't know the situation with Juwan Jennings, if they're just being ambiguous with him all week just to have him play Sunday. If Juwan plays Sunday, I'm a lot more comfortable having him play a drop back game. I still think that the involvement of Christian McCaffrey in the pass game is key too. So I mean, like you said, things kind of canceled each other out with this situation with them having a bunch of defensive backs bang up. I just don't have a lot of confidence past Ricky Parasol, like Marquez Valdez-Scantling and
not good. That guy's not good.
We have Kendrick Bourne. That's doesn't instill a lot of confidence.
I'm a Kendrick Bourne fan. I like Kendrick Bourne.
I mean, we like Kendrick
his energy.
Bourne. It's just that it's Kendrick Bourne in 2025.
Yeah, right. But I think for what we have, that's good, and it gives us more depth at the receiver position when you get these guys back. But still, with Jordan Watkins, I mean, that was a long shot for him to start anyway. We know now that he will not play. I think Juwan Jennings, he hasn't practiced all week, but I think he's going to play.
That's not true, though. Juwan Jennings has been at practice working out with trainers on the side field. So the same thing he was last week, too. So I get it looks worse, all that stuff. But to say Juwan didn't practice, that's not entirely true. He was out there with the team on the side field, though. So some good news in a sense of he wasn't absent. He just wasn't 100% participating.
Okay. We'll see then. And I
think he definitely plays. He definitely plays on Sunday. And I think that's what they're kind of working him out and getting him ready to play on Sunday.
If he plays Sunday and we have, Parasol and then, Christian McCaffrey going out into the, pass tree, I feel a lot better. If they want to throw 39 times. I just wish the run game would become a little bit more of a thing because, man, how much even more, how do I say this? How much better do you even feel with the run game doing well? Because then that's even another thing you have to, that's another feeling of we got this, but I don't know.
Yeah, the Niners rushing attack has been kind of confusing this year because you have a healthy Christian McCaffrey. You expect things to take off, but I don't know. It just feels like that the offensive line's kind of been holding him back. Obviously, you play Seattle, a much better defense than against the Saints, and the rushing attack was better against the Saints. Christian McCaffrey had his most successful percentage on the ground against New Orleans in his entire career. Now, obviously, it wasn't 100 yards. Obviously, it wasn't touchdowns, but does it make you feel better knowing that Christian McCaffrey owns the Arizona Cardinals through seven games, 100 carries, 44 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 10 total touchdowns? This to me is the week where CMC breaks out and says, hey, the injury's behind me. I'm here, and San Francisco's back 3-0.
The DreArea Sports Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use promo code DreArea Sports to save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. And we are also brought to you by Taryn Roy, the SEO Optimizer. If you're looking to boost your YouTube channel, then check out the SEO Optimizer. Use promo code DreArea Sports to start your free trial today. PowerBrandSystems. If you're looking to build a website for your small business or YouTube channel, then check out PowerBrandSystems. Use promo code 300POWER to save up to $300 on your first purchase at PowerBrandSystems.